Hello friends, Namaskar. Hope you are all are well in this current pandemic situation of COVID-19. I am Naresh, CEO of TheRoots.in. Warm welcoming you all in this webinar. Today we have a wonderful discussion about how our architect and interior sector related services and business will be affected by coronavirus situation and what change we must be ready to accept for our upcoming work culture. So all member stay here, and one more thing is that you can ask your live question in your chat window and our architects panel will address it later on in this webinar. Now I see that more than 200 register members and all panel architects are live on the screen in the studio. Now I introduce architect Parth is here from
Hi.
Avasti Design Private Limited. Architect Tanmay is here from UK Associate.
Hi.
Architect Maulik is here from Earth and Orbit. And architect Disin is here from PTC Architects.
Hello.
Now I invite architect Parth, please start panel discussion in your point of view, and thank you all members for your valuable participation and interest. Stay home, stay online. Yes, architect Par, you carry on.
Thanks, Naresh, introduction and conducting such a session. Good afternoon, everyone. Maulik, Tanmay, and Dishin also, and those who have joined the webinar. I mean, this is a unimaginable time which we are passing. Nobody was ever imagined कि આવું કોઈક વેકેશન બી પડશે કે જેની અંદર જે લોકો કહેતા હતા કે ભાઈ વેકેશન ટાઈમ નથી ત્યાંથી આટલે સુધી આપણે હવે ટાઈમ જ ટાઈમ છે એટલે હોપ all of you are safe at home and enjoying with family. Friends may not be currently, but with family, definitely. Let's start discussions on some of the basic points. I think I'll start with Maulik. How you
Yeah.
are, what work you have done, or how you have done your time, or what you have achieved in during this 1 month.
Yeah. First, I would like to give a small intro of my firm. My name is Maulik Gajjar. I am having a firm called Earth on Orbit. We are into architecture, interiors, and landscaping. Okay, so how are we working during these days? Initial days, we found some difficulties, but then things started getting up into the channel. So we started work remotely. Our staff has started working from home. I'm sending sketches on WhatsApp, and they put it through in the PC and make us the drawings and send me back. I review it and again I send it back, and this process is now evolving. So we are getting used to it. And side by side, I'm into the studies of new subjects of my faculty only, but like I'm more into the studies, like it's 60-40. So this is how I'm managing my time.
Yes, Tanmay, your opinion or a thought?
Hi, first of all, I would like to say thanks to the Roots and everybody who is available right now. And it's a very great time that we are together. So let's directly go on to your question. So yeah, it's an epidemic that a pandemic that we are going through right now. But for me, it was a very pleasant time for about a month. So being an architect, what I did is I didn't saw this. Yeah, it was, and I didn't saw this pandemic as an loss of work and just getting bored and getting stressed and everything. Even with my staff, I did the same thing with my team. What I told them is what we could not be able to do as a commercial architects. There was a time we could not be able to do our own things that we wanted to do during our working hours. We had to follow the requirements of the site, we had to follow the requirements from the clients and all those things. So everybody was given a particular task and they were supposed to finish the task in the given time. In this 1 month, very frankly speaking, I just gave freedom to every single employee and every single team member of my office. I just told them, first of all, for first a week and 10 days, I tell them that it's a vacation. Go on. Enjoy, no work, nothing, no work from home, nothing. Then when actually the lockdown extended, at that point everybody came to me, because architecture is in our blood. It's not our, it's not our duty. It's architecture is what we do is, it's a wish for us that okay, I want to do it. So every single team member of my office came to me and told me, sir, at least we should do something. So what I did is I did a very beautiful thing. At least from my side, I did a very beautiful and handsome job at that time. I told everybody that not to follow your routine. Whatever work you do in your office, don't do that for a month till the lockdown is extended. Do whatever you want to do. For an example, my office was running, so I used to tell a person who is good at landscape, I used to tell them, okay, you do a landscape design. Somebody was good at facade, I used to work with on the facade with him. Somebody was good at certain other different aspects of architecture, interior, and landscape. So in this 1 month, I told everybody, even my interior designer, to explore what they want to explore. I gave them a freedom of exploring their skills of designing, even in the working drawing. Same with every single person who does a working job. So even the draftsmen who used to do only working, I told them not don't do any working drawings. Just go with the flow of your inner self. What do you want to do? You want to design? Do you want to make a facade? Go ahead, ask me what you want to do. And I gave them a work as per that, and with no time limits, no task allocation, no frame of mind. कि ना मैंने I need this in 10 hours or I need this by Thursday or nothing. I've given them plenty of time, and that's how I'm trying to explore their inner sense of humor and inner sense of connectivity with the architecture and interior. That's what I'm doing now. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
sure. Yeah, thanks for your opinion. Dishin, your opinion on that matter?
Yeah, so basically we had started off the work we'd given every individual a laptop, office laptop, and the systems that we have to carry it home. So it becomes an easy way for them to be working on the same systems, not trying to change the systems for them. So that was one thing that we did, and we had a set of allotted work for the month for everyone. So within the 2 3 days of the lockdown, everybody knew what sort of work they had, and everybody was trying to get accustomed to the work culture from home. So obviously it took 5 6 days for all of us to be okay with it, and then started alternate day Zoom meetings on what we could achieve and how we could finish all the design part of the work, and as well as the work, good for construction drawings for the
Yeah.
future. Once everything starts opening, at least we have our drawing sets ready. So we had our own time scheduled, set up by the individuals according to everyone's convenience. So because everyone has a different house responsibilities, so according to that, all of the schedule chart had been made, and we've been following that since then.
Yes, again, Maulik, one thing. Any
Yeah.
specific activity or a tool which you have learned during this period for a staff training or for project management or for any task management, any specific tool which could help in a design practice in the future, which if you have learned during this period?
Yeah, I'm trying my hand on quite a few. One of it is like uh, from preparing presentation in Photoshop from CAD. So I had never tried it in the past, so I'm trying my hand on it, and I'm learning a few new tools, lighting tools, which can calculate the lux levels and everything. But I have divided my time in 60/40 ratio, so 60% is going in basically reading, studying, and 40 I have dedicated to following the news, learning how the world is getting prepared for post-COVID spaces, how the spaces are going to be, what trends are going on,
Right.
how they are brassing themselves, which kind of space are taking place in people's mind, how they are gearing up. We cannot design it right now, but it's just about getting the feel of it, and subconsciously you are getting prepared for this. So lots of data is pouring in. I am just trying to catch it up. So this is I am
Any specific tool, something Tanmay that you want to share?
Yeah,
Or
I learned so many tools during this period, but precisely in architecture, if I like related to our profession, I would say this. There are two things I explored. One is I started exploring the digital platforms, like the Roots have so many digital platforms regarding real estate and this
yeah,
veneers, so many other things. And the second most important part is what I started actually implementing and learning the software is there is a software called Red Bracket. I think there are very few architects are aware
yeah,
of it. It has
yes,
been
yes.
developed by
It
one of
was
the architects in
Jagrup
yeah.
Bhai, right? Perfect,
So I
nice
have
one.
started because the only critical situation coming nowadays is how to manage. Even right now, whatever we are doing is how to manage the work. It's not about doing the work. So Red Bracket is what I have started to learn. Still I am
Right.
learning. It's not been completely
It's a
understood.
good tool
So it's
that in the
yeah, it's
future
a
can
very
be
good
used.
tool to actually manage the work that has been even allotted and the
Yes,
task that has been going completed. But as said before, I'm not looking at the task and everything right now. I'm just trying
yes,
to
yes,
enjoy.
right.
I'm letting my
Dishin,
team enjoy their time on
yeah,
their own self.
yes. Dishin,
With a
any
touch of an
new tool?
architect.
Yeah, sorry. Dishin, any
We
new tool?
yeah, we've been trying to at least those like not everybody has full time work in our office. Like not everybody will have dedicated projects to themselves. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to increase the interactions between the interns, the junior architects, and with the principal architects and the seniors as well. What we are trying to do is from our part we are trying to send them architecture movies, links, documentaries which we would want them to see, and from them we have an exchange of learning software for them because every junior right now has hands-on Revit, Maya, SketchUp. A lot of us had not that much time to learn it in a very detailed manner. So that is one kind of a fun interaction where the teacher becomes the student, where we are learning from our interns who are more accustomed to all of the 3D software right now. So it's kind of a fun interaction, getting assignments from there and raising very funny doubts with them. So that's a kind of a interaction and fun thing that we're trying to achieve in the office time that we have.
Right, thank you. Yeah. Probably from the 4th April or maybe a 10-15 days more. Eventually, we all have to open our office. In some city, it will open on 4th. We may face. I'm not sure. That will be a authority will decide. Recently, COA, Council of Architecture, has issued a guideline
Yeah,
for managing that social distancing and all this thing. But still, I mean, every firm has a different work culture. There cannot be same because in architecture that everything cannot be that much black and white.
True.
So are people how you are ready and what you are doing preparedness? I mean, what is your readiness to open practice after lockdown? Maulik.
okay. Uh, First of all, we are preparing our team mentally for the coming period. Like we don't know where this situation is going to end, how soon it's going to end. So maybe a 3 months course, or like we can extend it up to 6 months also. So we are very first thing we are doing is to digitalize our file structure. We are digitalizing in a way that every data is go on cloud and our staff can access from their home. Uh, and we are trying to uh, divide the teams in such a way that initially what used to do is that any member of our team used to go on site and supervise. But now a single person will dedicated to the supervision work. So if he gets infected, no other member gets infected, right? So this is a
Right.
kind of mini strategy, and we are training our staff for this conference calls and everything. So this is how things are going to be in coming times. We are preparing
Yes.
ourselves in that way.
Yes, there will be. I mean, government has also issued certain notification regarding employee liabilities on the people. Right. So, any Tanmay, your opinion, how you are ready and what's your planning?
Very frankly, I have not made any kind of amendment for my office. I have
Yes.
just kept it the
Right.
way
Right.
it is.
Perfect.
I have told my employees if you feel comfortable, come to office. Otherwise, we can just work from home. but everything after the
Right.
lockdown. So I'm not taking
Yes.
like, because in today or tomorrow we have to accept this fact that we have coronavirus living all around us. We cannot, or even after
Yeah.
3rd May. So let's just go red bracket like online software, online connectivity management, and normal physical force of office. That's it. Nothing more.
Yeah. Dishin, your opinion on same?
Yeah, so a lot of our staff is from different parts of Ahmedabad. So what we have thought is not to call everyone over here. Those who are in Ahmedabad, they can definitely come alternate days probably. So by that we are already reducing the staff to 50% and then 25-25 on alternate days. Because work culture, work from home culture is going to get usual now for everyone. So those who are outside Ahmedabad will definitely have to work from home. And those who are in Ahmedabad, they also have to get used to the habit of working from home one day and one day at office. And only made like we are not promoting anyone to go to a site or something. That is what we have decided. But at least if we can, the major people who are involved in most of the design and the office aspects can come at least alternate days. That would be the best solution for us for social distancing at least.
Yeah, that's good. Even I believe
Parth,
ki,
excuse me, Parth.
yeah.
I would like to know your view on this.
I mean, we have to define for a practice kind of thing. I mean, we have to divide in three part. I mean, first three part where we might be living with COVID. I mean, it will be surrounding us. We have to live life. We have to maintain guidelines, social distancing, and all these things. Then the next part will be next probably 3 to 12 months, in which there will be different set of rules for offices where slightly, I mean, less concern for COVID. And after 12 months, I mean, where whatever we have learned during this period, out of which will be a daily routine of our life. I mean, probably a
Okay.
year which next year will teach us how the practice. I mean, today everybody is saying a practice
True.
will change, the days will change, but it will not change dramatically. It will be, I mean, there will be year in between in which everybody will adapt the things and during that
Hmm.
time. Yeah, let's move forward. I mean, nowadays everything will be a work from home culture. So, Maulik, your opinion? Are we moving towards that thing? Because our field is different. It is not proper IT firm or something. It's a design field where lots of other things also matter.
Okay.
So, your opinion on work from home theory?
Yeah, definitely, it's going to be the need of the time in coming future because see, IT had already moved to the work from home culture from last 5 years, starting from Bangalore to Ahmedabad. Now, so many people are working in Ahmedabad, working from home for IT sector. So yeah, we can definitely manage from home. Half of the team will be divided, and there will be a structure where one part of your team will keep working from home. So in any given condition, you are ready for the situation. So yeah, work from home is going to stay there for a long time, definitely.
Yes. Your opinion, Tanmay? Or
Yeah, very frankly, no, I'm not gonna allow for from home. Like in my
yeah,
office, I like to. This was a sudden thing that happened. That's why I'm for
right.
few days I'm allowing to have drawings at the home and in their laptops and they can work in. But in future, I'm not gonna allow any of them. And the most part is unless and until I sit with the designer or the person who is making a working drawing or the person who is visiting the site. I don't get satisfied if I'm not having the things going in front of my eyes. So that is the only reason I'm not gonna allow
Yes.
it.
Yeah, yeah. That's also a good opinion. Dishin, you have any thought with your team?
Yeah, so basically, this is completely on the situation's demand. So, like I explained, these are some things that we discuss every now and then. The possibilities of how it could be, so we are prepared in well advance. So I just answered it back that alternate days
Yeah.
and work from home will be a part of our firm's practice from ahead on, so that
Right.
because we don't know how long and how again and again such situation would come. So at least if we are accustomed to it, it would be much easier for it. Obviously, it is not the best choice, but out of demand, we'll definitely make the most of it.
Yeah, probably we all will work either someone from office or I mean from work from home in next 6 months. because only staff member will be there, outside people will not be there. I mean, then still there are three major issues which our fraternity has to solve. One will be the client interaction, which might be possible through video call, and second, another two is the site coordination and material selection process, for which we usually go outside in the before 2 months. Any thought on your Maulik on that particular point?
Yeah, client interaction, like now, I think the industry should also find some new innovative presentation skills like virtual reality. They can showcase the products in very high quality, high resolution 3D reality, like or virtual reality. Root is an excellent platform. They are already state of the art technology. You can see the real 3Ds just before the project has started. So now even industry will have to step up. They have to find new innovative way to make the presentations ready for customers. So this is how the presentation part can be to reduce the direct contact. And for meetings, we are already getting used to this teleconferencing and video calls and everything. The third part for the bigger sites, you can you won't get surprised if we see supervision by drones for high-rise buildings. It has already started in Dubai and Canada and all these places. So technology will have to get involved to ease up the pressure. You know, this thing is not going to go away very soon. So ne- necessity is the mother of invention. Things will come, little ideas will come, and we'll start learning this.
Your opinion, Tanmay?
Yeah.
Hello.
On this, I would like to, yeah, agree with Maulik that we have to, evolve with the next generation, digitalization and everything, like platforms like the Roots, and there's so many other things, and drone and everything. I agree to it, Maulik. But as of now, I don't see that coming in the context that we are sitting right now. So we are happy to explore materials. I would be happy in my office materials, and there are certain VR, 3Ds, and those things can help we and our clients and our team members. But for an instance, the first thing that comes to my mind is client interactions and site visits are supposed to be done directly, face to face. That actually makes a difference. We can go for material selection on the online platform. We can also go for those VRs to do the presentation for our developers, for their clients and everything. But for us, our fraternity has to directly be in touch with the site, with the engineer, and with the client. That's what I believe. Even in future,
This
no matter we have to fight any
actually
other pandemic that is coming in front of us,
no, then
we have
I'm
to fight
talking
that.
about this extreme cases. Like if suppose
Okay, okay.
there's a high condition going on, very dangerous situation is going on, there is still chances of getting infected so easily.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
these
yeah.
are
In
the
that case, yes, you are right. But
this is a way of working. We as a designer, we just love to touch the material. We just
yeah, yeah.
love to take the feel of it. You know, we like to interact with agencies and clients and everything. We just love it, but it's not possible right now, and we cannot stalemate right now. We have to move forward, so we have to find some ways, you know, to
Yes,
make
100% right,
things working
100%.
out. We cannot sit for idle for
100%, but let's hope that we don't have to go for all that automation and digitalization.
yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, we will be.
Let's hope we start
Otherwise, there
running
might
very
be a
soon.
scene that Amazon will come up with design ideas on its platform.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes design cannot be replaceable. Yeah, Dishin, your
Yeah,
opinion?
yeah.
I think I have the same opinion as both of them that SketchUp models or 3D models where we have platforms like mentioned before from Roots and from different all virtual companies where we can add on actual materials to it. And probably in the time of COVID, if the clients need it for visualization, that is one thing that we could do. And once it is on the normal side, then obviously what the message is talking about is going to be the same thing that it has to be a one-to-one interaction. That would be the best option. But if for now, whatever they are saying is completely
I mean, then another point of view, let's move on that point. I mean, finance. I mean, this will going to become a headache for lots of firm in next 6 months, probably not more than it. I have talked with lots of my friends during last fortnight. I mean, this how you are going to manage your salary, how you are going to manage your cash flow during this period. Maulik, your opinion on that thing or anything that you can
See,
share?
yeah. See, I own a medium-sized firm. So, firms like me will won't face any major difference what's going on earlier. The normal salaries will be paid, but we can definitely offer micro loans to our employees, because if they need some extra money, we can lend them up. So it can be useful to them. And in US or in Canada or some other countries, some big firms are coming under lots of pressure. You know, they are some of the cases they are shedding staff also. So for big firms, I think this is a big problem. They come under pressure automatically because heavy salaries are being paid. So they will have to manage their finances in some different way, right? So I hope they will find some way. Right now, everybody is paying their staff regularly, but if it extends, then I think there is some program to be implemented, to
Yes,
ease
yes.
up the pressure.
Yeah. Tanmay, your opinion? I mean, Tanmay disconnected something. Dishin, you can continue.
Yeah, so basically, we are getting paid for right now. The work that we are doing and everything that's going on, we are all actively getting paid for it. For future references, like probably if the situation goes around for 6 months, 9 months, or probably a year more, there are a lot of, like, when you're working from home, there are a lot of software like how IT companies have been using. So we definitely take up some application like that where the accountability of the hours and everything is responsible from both the principal architect side and us, the employee side.
Yes,
What do you
Tanmay.
think about the same thing, Parth? What do you suggest?
I mean, as far as finance is concerned, I mean, there are multiple options on which we need to think. I mean, not every one option that could be okay for all. Maybe I'll see other way. And I'll give you two, three options which I was discussing with two other pupils, those who are practicing architect. One, we most of people are seeing some kind of salary retentionship, not salary cut. I mean, somebody is paid 100 rupees for next month. People will pay around 60, and 40 will be you settle on that. Some people, yes, some firms moving on a hourly basis, because
Yes.
that is also a. I mean, because this cash flow will be the issue. Work may not be issue after 3 or 6 months. There will be a work because, but during this period, because cash flow will become a major issue, especially for a mid-sized firm. Large firm have a different. They have certain cash balances which set off. I mean, and that's Tanmay. Your opinion on same, if you want to share.
Yeah, sorry, I got disconnected somehow. I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe there was an internet issue.
yeah, that's fine.
So, about finance and everything, I have a very simple, I would not say put it as a request. It's something that I believe, and that's how I follow. So as of now, if you will see everywhere, people are just talking about one thing, that there is an economic crunch and there is a financial crisis and everything. Now real estate is not going to boom up. Things are going down. Things are going slow and everything. But the way I see this is, I don't see this as any kind of financial crisis. Why? Because I read it somewhere. So anything that happens in the old world, anything like any idea that you see in front of you is first comes here in your mind. So stop thinking from your mind that you are in any pandemic situation of an economy, first of all, because if you start thinking, you're going to discuss the same thing with 30 more people, and those 30 people will start talking with 3,000 more people, and that's how the chain will start.
Yeah, it's a
So
spiral
whole,
effect.
yeah, so it's like that. Stop thinking about and stop discussing, because even the real estate people, every single person. Look, it's if I'll give you an example, it might be a laughing example for all of you, but for an example, if Maulik and Deshin and you go to sleep at 10 o'clock in the night, you close your office at 7 o'clock, right, in the evening, or 8 o'clock in the evening, and then you again wake up at 10 o'clock, sorry, 7 o'clock, and then you reach your office at 10 o'clock. So you're talking about a period of a night. That was the time your office was closed. So in that night, nothing went wrong. You were sleeping amazingly, and then you wake up. So the way I see is this night has been extended to 1 month. Think it in that manner. Don't try to think in a manner that के बॉस मंदी आ गई है जोरदार अब फट गई अब पैसे नहीं आएंगे ये वो पैसा नहीं देगा ये पैसा नहीं ये नहीं बिकेगा वो नहीं बिकेगा. Look, we are not people who were exaggerating any situation. We architects were never exaggerating. We were just following and designing something for the society, and we were just serving the demands of the society. Demands are not going to change. Those who need houses, they will need houses. Those who need factories, they will need factories. Start thinking in a positive manner. I know, and many of you might sound it very,
No, it's perfect.
not
Nothing wrong with it.
but
Right.
try to think, just believe that you are not in an economical crisis as of now. The only thing I would request, as is practically that government till date, government has not any kind of financial aid declared for SMEs, like none of like any of us. So must we are no one to suggest them that they must think something about that because the moment money is going to be flowed by government, those monies are not going to be in your or any of our pockets. Those money would be in corporate pockets. Those who are big giants, big fools, they are already ready with an open mouth. Get all the money in their bank account. So our suggestion would be to think about this kind of people. Just believe you are not an economic crisis. And every single person on the world is facing the same issue. So we are all together. Like we all slept for an 1.5 months, and now we are all awake at the 3rd of May or 15th of May, whenever the lockdown is open. Then wake up and start working. Don't tell anyone. Boss Monday, otherwise they will also start thinking.
Very nicely
So
said.
that's all.
Right.
And I'm not gonna cut any salary or anything. It's gonna be
Right.
remain the truth because those are the only people because of who my team and my name is running. So no impact
Yeah.
on my employer or my team. No impact.
Yeah. I mean, nice discussion going on. I think we might have to speed up something. So what I can
Yeah,
do,
yeah, yeah.
I'll ask you some question. You have to answer in a one word or one sentence. That will
Oh wow.
fasten up the whole discussion. Yeah. I mean, which sector you are considering will hit hard in terms of project, starting from Maulik.
Real estate, definitely.
Yeah. Tanmay.
Negative or positive? Actually, it is
Currently
hard to
Positive,
negative.
yeah.
say.
Negative,
Currently negative.
negative,
Currently negative.
negative. Currently, yeah, negative.
Uh, auto sector.
Yeah. Dishin.
Same labor section.
Yeah, I'll consider government projects because revenue will be the big hit for them. Now,
Oh,
next
okay.
question. Yeah, I'll next question. Which sector will bounce back first? Maulik.
Bounce back, I would not say, but health infrastructure will boom a lot. Lots of
Right.
research laboratories will come up. Lots of hospitals are going to be renovated. Uh, every country's GDPs are going to be every health portion is going to be higher in GDP. Every country's GDP.
Yeah.
So you will see a boom in health
You
industry
are saying health
related
sector. Yeah,
infrastructure.
Tanmay.
Yeah.
Tanmay, your opinion.
Agriculture will bounce back fully,
Yeah,
amazingly,
Dishin.
and it needs to. That's the only way we can survive in this economy.
Yeah, Dishin.
I was going to say health infrastructure. Same answer.
I
Sorry, I
believe
didn't get
those
you
who will
this.
I was going to say the same. The health infrastructure.
health infrastructure. He is saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe those who will provide a different solution for the HNI after 6 months. I mean,
Yes.
not sector, but those who will have a different ideas and solution for the HNI. Move to the
Oh,
next
okay.
question. Yeah, move to the next question. In probably 2 months, lots of students will become an architect, and almost most of the firm will put their expansion plan on hold. So, what's your advice to them in one word or one sentence?
Okay. Me, first.
Yeah, Maulik, you start.
One word for them, learn something extra, add up your skill apart from your degree, just a degree. Learn something new, very creative tools, be it Revit or any Beam software. Learn something
Okay.
extra.
Yeah, Tanmay.
Can you please repeat the question? I couldn't be able to hear it.
I mean, for current those who are student will pass out and become architect in next 2 months. So
Hmm.
probably almost or most of the firm will put expansion plan on hold. So for them, that will
Mm-hmm.
be a difficult situation. So how,
Yes,
what will
right.
be your advice for them?
Uh, I know, I don't know because I don't see anything negative will be
Okay,
happening
no,
in this.
it's
Best
not
of
for
luck to them.
negative.
Don't
It's
worry,
just an
nothing is gonna
advice.
happen.
Yeah,
You will get job.
Deshin. Yeah, Deshin, your advice.
I think the further education if you want to, and jobs will be available. That's what I feel. Because a lot of projects will be pending at that time, and once the lockdown gets opened, a lot of jobs will come. Because I feel it won't stop.
Yes, and when I will sharpen your edges, your skill you can sharpen, and yeah, this time will come. Yes, ये time चला जाएगा. That will be a better thing that
Yeah,
I can suggest.
true.
What we can do? I mean, I'll ask you one more question. After that, we can take questions and answers. So, I mean, last question from my side. Then whatever. I mean, what one help from the government for our profession that could help us during this time? One help from the government. Maulik.
Starting with you, Parth.
Okay, I believe cash flow will be the issue. So we all are professionals. Currently, we all are paying whenever we raise a bill. So 10% TDS cut will be there. So if government can waive off that for 1 year, so we will have
Yeah,
extra cash for year. So that could solve
yeah,
our
definitely.
cash flow issue. That's what I believe. Yeah,
Yeah,
Maulik.
okay. See, I have one point to make because work from home concept is going to be stronger day by day. So you will need a very powerful hardwares. Very powerful visual generating hardwares and softwares also because they are coming. They are going to come in a very huge demand. So, specific products should be available on 0% loans, computers, and everything, and some relaxation in income tax also for the coming year, for a year,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. Tanvay.
I have two things in my mind. One is, first of all, as of now, I would request government to start, architects and real estate people to start their work. कि चालू करो
Right,
काम
right.
कारण कि they are not giving permission of it particularly. And the moment they start, I would request them कि please don't put any kind of those there are very dangerous laws of applicable right now. कि आपकी साइड पे किसी को कोरोना हो गया तो you are the liable person. Blah,
All
blah,
right,
blah.
that liability should be
Remove that. Let
reduced.
us work.
Yeah,
Let us work. Everything else will manage. Let us work. Because
right,
ultimately it is we who we are running the country, not the government. Let us
right.
work.
Dishi, your opinion?
Uh, I think loans and everything. But every individual right now is in the world of loans, so extension on that a bit will help the individual people like the staff itself or the boss itself or the company itself to at least have that extension helpful for them and find figure out more ways for them. Otherwise, layoffs, cost cutting, everything will come into picture and eventually affect the whole system. That's one thing I
Okay.
feel.
Yes, I'll finish, but I think I'll add one more thing. Obviously, government cannot fulfill the private demand, but at least those who have worked, those firms who are working for government, if government clear their dues, whatever work done, not futures, whatever work done,
Yeah,
that will also
yeah,
help to generate. I mean, rotating the economy. That could, I
yeah, yeah.
mean, for not our
Yes,
field. I mean, all the infrastructure projects and all these things. Eventually, that will create a huge rotation in the system.
true.
Naresh, I think we can now take a question and answer.
Yeah.
Do any specific? Yeah, some Krutika Sharda is asking, what do you think about market segment after lockdown? How we deal with client and shopkeepers? Maulik, will you answer it?
Yeah, sure. Market segments. See, it depends how when the market will open, right? So, and till what extent the market gets open. If they open 100%, then things will be much similar to what it used to be. But if the current situation prevails, then we will have to follow certain set of rules. Every showroom or every shop will have to have a sanitization facility to to avoid this situation, as I said earlier, every segment will brass themselves up for new innovative presentation skills. Okay,
Right.
and the second part of the question was, Parth, can you just repeat the
I
question,
mean,
second part?
okay. The second,
How
how
to
we
deal with
deal
the
with
clients
clients.
and shopkeeper? Yeah, how to deal with the clients. Clients also now your clients also ready for this situation. They also understand that we have to keep this direct contact as less as possible. If this situation prevails, I'm not talking about things getting over. If for 3 months, let's say, this if this situation prevails, then this Zoom calls and this virtual realities presentation, uh, we have to work on this platform as of now. Even the shopkeepers.
I'll request those who are listening. If anybody have any specific question to any individual, kindly mention their name first. So otherwise I'll go in a rotation, or I mean, or a person who want to answer. If any specific question, yeah, Priya is asking, what about so many unemployed who just finished architecture or master recently? I think that we have discussed. I mean, do you want the Dishin to answer that thing?
think it's a very fair question, and there can't be one answer for it. But lot of like, still I'm saying that there will be a lot of job opportunities. People are thinking that there will be like sunshine and earlier, that there will be some positive side to it. We will have work later on also, and a lot of people will have work from home situation. Like not they'll get employment later, but at least for a couple of months you'll have to patient enough to understand.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we have discussed. Sharpen your
Parth,
edges. I mean,
I am facing some humming issues.
I mean, yes,
Is
yes.
there
I
any?
think same with. I mean, we will just check it with Dishin. I think rest of all is fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question. Any?
No, no, wait. I want to tell Priya
Okay.
something. Priya,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
told you. I already said. I think your question was before I said. So you are an architect. You are master of architecture. You don't need any market situation or anything. You just believe yourself that architects and master architects don't need to worry about anything. Those who are good at their work, they are going to succeed, and nothing is going to happen. Things
It's
everybody is going to boom.
opportunity.
People are so
Yeah.
sad from 1.5 months that everybody is going to boom the moment everything opens. And I am the looking at a fight back and a super bounce back of growth in every single industry. That's what I'm looking at
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. It's opportunity. Maybe after 2 months or 3 months, but it's opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Anything?
And you have to. We are taking so much risk. Even if you don't sleep for 1 year, it's completely
Mm.
fine. Our bodies are too much wasted now.
Yes. Yes. Next question. Any?
There's so many questions right now. I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Can, because I'm on mobile, so I just let me go in chat. And
Can somebody
Okay.
have next question?
I mean, you can show Naresh or Vipul, whoever will be in the back. Yeah, Jay is saying, what are the government's mindset over compact and small size house units? Some redevelopment make scenario design approach.
I cannot hear you.
I
Yeah, but
can
I think
see the
somebody has
question.
changed it.
I think, yeah, anybody can answer that thing.
So I would love to take this question.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Parth, uh, see, it will take some time to for government to recover from this situation. Yeah, they will be busy in so many things. So the real approach to addressing this compact and small size units development will take some time. But when it will do, it will definitely follow some set of rules. See, earlier till now, from last 40 years, the design inclination was about merging spaces. Spaces were merging into each other. Open layouts were in. So many uh, co-working spaces were coming up. But now, I'm afraid we can see the reverse of the things. Now we will see
Yeah,
lots of partitions and lots of separated spaces. This concept is going to go away. Slum development, government will have to increase the quality of this slum redevelopment. They just cannot make the towers and leave it to the uh, people, you know. They have to have the quality, as Mr. Ratan Tata said in the last interview. You cannot have slum redevelopment 20, 50 miles away from the city. You cannot leave them there. They will come for the job to the city and go back. This idea cannot work. This whole money will go in vain. So definitely, government is going to work on this. And as I said, so many post-pandemic scenario in terms of architectural design approaches from small detail like antibacterial doorknobs. You can see lots of them. Many companies will start producing them. We can call the lift by mobile applications. You don't need to press the button. You can call the lift from your mobile. Yeah, auto sensor doors are going to come. So you will see lots and lots of smart technology being integrated into the architectural design now, you know, and the whole new way of thinking about designing the spaces, which can keep this whole idea of security in mind. So this is how it's going to be.
I'll add just one minor thing in that thing. I think all the urban planners now rethink the density issue because
Yes.
I mean
Yeah.
that's
Area per.
area per kilometer.
Yeah.
I mean
Area per head. Yes.
head.
Definitely.
The urban planner have to work on that issue. I believe
Yes.
in next time.
Definitely.
Yeah. Any next question?
I just want to add one thing, Parth.
Yeah.
Like in 1918's pandemic, before the 1918's pandemic, the Spanish flu sanitize this sewage problem was one of the cause spreading the pandemic so quickly. You see, at that time, the wider roads were introduced first time, just because to accommodate the sewer lines below it. You know, so these were the designs which were evolved by the need of time. You know, now new ideas will come up. Definitely, light structure will come up, and requirements are going to be very minimalistic. See, you don't need huge houses. You can have huge houses, but keep the services to the minimum so you can manage it easily and efficiently.
Naresh or Vipul, next question. To Das is saying what will be happened after lockdown period if migrant labor is not available for process construction worker for again 30-45 days. I mean, Tanmay, you want to answer this question?
Look, this is a very nice question. I would really appreciate a question, but as if this is this everything is right now is we are just guessing. So what I'm thinking is migrant laborers, though who are migrant because they did not had something available in their city or in their town or in their village, they are here because of that. The moment the lockdown is gone over, they will have to come back to the work, right? Yeah, and that's how I see it. They will come back. So I am not worried about the what if they don't. But if they don't, then we are seriously in trouble
Then
because without them it's difficult to run a consistent business.
right, even that certain technological things will be there with less labor, maybe. I mean, that could be.
I
And
cannot hear some. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, can you hear now?
Just we are in trouble if they are not available. We are in seriously trouble
Yes, yes.
because they are the real skilled people and they are skilled since years. ऐसा नहीं है कि
Right.
वो कल आ गए थे और सीख के फिर चले गए. They have their families are doing.
I think the next 30 days will be slightly difficult because those who are here, I mean, lots of public transport will be closed for next month. Then I believe they because after all, urban platform for earning will definitely will bring them back here at whatever place they are working. I mean, next question: will offline showroom become new norms? How it will effective? I mean, Nishi?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, online programs are going to become the most important thing precisely in every business. In our business, it is most needed. because and not only it's because of COVID-19, like online forums are must requirement of this new era of digitalization and automation, right? Just on a fingertip, you can go across every single thing. You go to, for example, you reach to the roots, and you go through every single material available in the market. So it is
Actually, it
must,
will
not
save up a
only,
lot of time. It will save up a lot of time for every small decision.
yeah,
You don't have to go. You don't have to make a commitment of meeting the client and spending 3 hours with him, unless you have done your research well and you have such efficient online services. You just have to send them and make half of your selection done on the online part on the phone. So that would be much time saving. That's what we feel.
true.
I think there's lots of noise coming. If anybody, any fan or something, which I mean, can you, because I think I don't know from where it.
Maulik, I guess you moved
Uh,
something a few minutes back, and I could be able to hear properly. Something on your left hand. I don't know if with your this hand you moved something.
I'm in the same condition. Like,
That's
same
okay.
here.
I mean, just I got it. I mean, next Bhiku
Bhikkhu
Matre.
Matra.
Machine used
The reconstruction machine also we
What
can
do you think about new construction technology like 3D construction machine? Also, we can encourage clients to appoint PMC to avoid or minimize our architect site visit.
yeah, obviously. It has to be incorporated. There is no doubt about it. It is this look, these are the things which are not connected to COVID. These are the requirements of this particular era. The way we are going, the fast forward life that we are living, we want everything to be finished. Something few years back we were supposed to, targeting finishing one project in 2 years. Today we are targeting the same project to be finished in 1 year or 1.5 years, right? So this is the
I
requirement of this era. It has to
I
be.
think after earthquake, lots of people understood the role of the structure engineer a lot better way. The same thing after this pandemic, they also understood the role of the PM. I
PMC.
believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, 100% true.
Ishin, you want to comment anything on?
No, I think whatever said is enough for this
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. Next question. Hello. Hiren is saying we are supplier of wallpaper, PVC and wooden flooring, carpet, blinds, curtain, etc. Kindly give suggestion on how to connect more architect or interior designer and what is shop. I mean, Maulik, you want to answer?
yeah, I think this you should definitely try this platform. It's Roots.in. So he can put his whole catalog on that platform, and it can reach up to hundreds of architects.
I mean, digital technology transformation will be the key, not
The
only
Yeah, yeah,
main road.
yeah. So now you have to update yourselves, try to go as digital as possible, and I think Roots.in is a very good platform. You should try it out.
I think almost 53. I mean, Naresh, can you take just one or two questions? I mean, that could be good. I mean, Disha is
It's red
asking
bracket. Disha, it's red bracket. RED bracket. Red
just
bracket.
search on Google. I mean, it's a project management and task management or office management software. Uh, any next two, three more questions? Shwetang Dhanani is asking any suggestion for cloud-based services design keeping design offices in mind. Dishin, you want to answer? Or hello?
That will be the next step. But right now, I don't have a specific cloud-based service which I know. But that will be the next coming thing for work from home culture because that's that much the data that you have to store. Definitely, that's
No, actually, Parth, we have already started putting our data on cloud services. So
Right.
what you can do is you can put your files on Google Drive, okay? And now Google has this desktop tool. Google Drive has this desktop tool which sync your data from Google Drive to your PC, and that folder you can share with your staff. So you can edit it. Google Docs is again a very good free tool. You can create your Excel sheets and documents, and the whole group is given the access, so we can edit it, and there is no chance of many duplications. Only one document is going to be there, and very easy to follow. So very easy to use. You should try it more, definitely.
I think it is a nice conversation with all of you guys, and I hope we have
Wow, nice.
answered.
Same to you. Same to you. Same here. Great conversation, great sharing of knowledge.
You want to give? I mean, any closing remark?
I cannot hear you, Bharat.
Any closing remark for the listener or
Yeah, must. It is a must remark from my side. Don't take this negatively, or don't even try to discuss this negatively. COVID was just a 1.5 month of a night. Wake up, see the sun, shine with the glory, and go ahead. Forget about everything else.
your closing remark? Something?
I think we just need to stay positive, and we have to be adaptive to whatever situation is coming up. Everybody, the
Thank
question
you.
is, right, patient enough to understand what the situation is and figure it out. So just be patient enough and stay home, stay safe. I think that's what I would say.
Maulik?
Yeah. See, we humans are a very special species. We have overcome every problem we have came across in past, be it a
Right.
world war or any Spanish flu pandemic. Uh, So this time will definitely pass. It will go away, but we should. It is a time to pause and think how responsible we are towards the nature, what we have done to the nature till yet. Every small detail. We are ready for a pandemic, maybe, but what about the water crisis looming ahead of us? World is going to face the water coming up water crisis. So are we ready for it? Even government and person to person, we need to step ahead and think about the future and be a very responsible citizen and a very responsible uh, earth earthen person. We are responsible for Mother Earth. So now we
True,
have
very
to
true.
act very, very responsibility in future. And we as an architects, we have a very, very important role to play. We'll also have to follow this on this path to educate people and to give our contribution. So just relax, enjoy your time, but use your time for some creative things also. Okay.
Yeah. I like to thank everyone who are here. I think probably in next 3 or 6 months we will be sitting next debating with some tea. So let's
Yeah.
hope that.
Yeah,
And
true. Hope for the best.
yeah, I'll finish with our samay jato rese. Yeah, thank you
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.